Hey everyone, I'm Emily and welcome to my channel. This video is gonna cover the DIY hat making process for a whimsical Mad Hatter inspired hat, a tea party event, and also what I won for being the grand prize winner for the hat competition. I started by getting a cardboard box which I opened up, and this is what I used to give the hat its structure. On one side, I drew lines around 1 inch apart and about 7 or 8 inches long. However, in the end I realized that this was way too long and I cut some of the length off. On the other side, I drew and cut lines 1 inch apart and about 2 inches in length. This was literally just me freehanding this, and then it looked like... And I realized, okay, this is probably too small because I want this to be a little bit bigger. Well, wider for sure. Mad Hatter mode. And finish this hat and try to finish this hat and try to win this competition. Put this together somehow. Try to get it like the shape of my head, and then trace it onto this big sheet of cardboard. So that will be the part that I'm cutting out. And after I trace it, I'll then outline the outer area, and that would be for like how far out the hat would be. So this is the same big piece of cardboard that I had from the beginning. Here I am rolling it out so that I can glue it together to form that hat shape. At this point I realized that the hat was extremely tall, so I had to cut it down a bit. Up, so don't mind this. Up here I have to cut down, so I want to get it down about this height. Alright, so on to fabric and covering the hat. This was by far the most exhausting part for me. But then I was like, you know what, it's fine, it doesn't have to be perfect because I'm gonna be covering it up with a bunch of trinkets anyway. I had some lace on hand, so I decided to spray paint that with gold. Okay, so I'm done covering the hat with the orange cloth that I decided to use, and for the deco on the hat I decided to do a bunch of different things on this hat. It is Mad Hatter theme, which comes from the movie Alice in Wonderland, so I wanted to do as much as possible since I had this big workspace. On one side I did flowers and mushrooms, a bunny rabbit to depict a forest. To the front of the hat I decided to do a clock, and I had these butterflies coming out to depict like time flies. And at the back of the hat I decided to do 2 large bunny ears, and at this point I was kind of just going with it, allowing the creative juices to flow, and you'll see all the other things I added as we go along. The 10 over the 6 refers to the cost of the hat in Alice in Wonderland, and I decided to put that at the top of the hat, but I wanted to give it a little edge, so I decided to burn the edges. I thought this was a pretty cool technique, and I also decided to use it at the back of the hat to depict old pages from the book Alice in Wonderland. So we are here at the Mad Hatter Tea Party, and this is my hat. So this event was hosted by sponsoring Wings of Hope, a charitable organization, and all this lovely deco was handmade by my grand aunt, who you can see right here, Yasmin Charles. Here's some close-up shots of the winning hat. If you have any questions about any of these things that you're seeing on the hat here, feel free to drop a comment below and I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. Overall, I think this hat took me about 7 or 8 hours to complete, but I must say it was definitely worth it for the grand prize. They did go through a couple rounds of elimination to select the grand prize winner, and let me tell you, I was bursting with excitement to actually win the grand prize, which was 2 tickets to beautiful Curacao.
I see the legit, watch it, sign dancing. Oh my God. What you mean?
Thank you so much for watching my DIY hat process, everyone, and I really hope that you enjoyed following along as much as I enjoyed creating this whimsical hat. If you have any tips or recommendations for things to do, see, or eat in Curacao, please drop them in the comments below.